My bad, y'all. My bad. We back on. No, we back on like we was never off. All right. So I'm gonna jump right back into it, y'all. Uh, that first clip is uploaded right now. So that clip has the Aries reading. So let's jump right into Taurus. So Taurus, this energy is going to be a sextile to you guys. Sextile is a 60 degree angle that creates a harmonious light connection with the sun in Pisces. All right. So it's going to play out in the energy where you're going to have the gift to utilize that energy for what you want to do in a sextile, but it's not necessarily something that you is going to feel like you have to really participate, but you're going to have a direct access to utilizing the energy in a harmonious way. So that's what the Taurus and Pisces connection have. And when we look at my Tauruses, fixed Earth ruled by Venus, this season you're going to have the gift of stabilizing your creativity and imagination. All right. So this is going to come with you having a new creative outlook on the things that you're watering in your garden, whether it's a relationship that you value, because you know Taurus is dealing with a value system. Okay. And that could be a person, a relationship, a concept, a goal, something you're working on, a creative attribute. Overall, you about to have a whole new creative outlook on how you deal with these things, Taurus, all right, with this sextile angle. A lot of the things you already have in motion, you're going to be also seeing new ways that you could deal with some of these things, all right? It's going to, Pisces season for my Tauruses is going to come with a self-esteem reset and boost. All right, you guys are already dealing with your self-esteem, and other people are able to pick up on examples of how they deal with their self-esteem, how to deal with the value, how they see the value in themselves when just perceiving the aspirations of Tauruses. All right. So this is the type of energy you guys are going to be in. Possible opportunities in the work area and within your relationship life, especially dealing with connection, because you guys deal with Venus energy. All right. Pisces and Taurus, two things they got in common is some Venus energy, but you Earth. So the way you express it and relate it is differently. At times, dumb examples for Tauruses have to be, you have to kind of be able to pick up on a certain energy from somebody you dealing with to even start really giving out heavy Venus energy. All right. As far as being able to cultivate a space or for some form of stability for you and others to be comfortable or play out as a support system. So a Taurus has, you have to be in a certain space for a Taurus to even continuously open up to do that for them. Venus energy going to be in the way they articulate themselves and relate, and probably the way they dress and express themselves, because they is their planetary ruler. But more so diving into the form of connecting and diving into Venus energy with somebody, which is what you love, your appreciation for somebody, all right, and how you relate your feelings. That is something that you guys are going to be able to see new ways of how to connect that, all right? Now, Geminis, all right, this is a square, which is a 90-degree angle. So you guys, mutable air ruled by Mercury, being mutable and adaptable towards how you deal with the logic, all right? How you deal with the intellect, how you deal with communicating to others in other environments. You guys going to have to learn how to be mutable with water energy now. All right, so this is a square. All same modality signs square each other. All the cardinal signs going to square or opposite each other. All the fixed signs going to be square or opposite each other. Okay, this is why the cardinal houses are your most important houses in the zodiac. These are the houses where you got to learn some of your most important life lessons. All right, first, fourth, seventh, 10th house. And when we look at my Geminis, you guys are going to have to learn how to understand others more than criticize and intellectualize things that during Pisces season. All right. Mercury gets to going when it's dealing with communication and relating to others. You're reading how people communicate. You're reading how they process information for the most part, how they reply to information, the words they use. Yeah. I think Geminis ain't paying attention to things like that. Oh, yes, they are. So you know your Mercury be on go. So right now you got to learn to be more understanding of the spaces people are communicating these things from, not how their mind works or how they're articulating things right now. So we're dealing with more compassion in Pisces season, Gemini. And right now, it may not just be, every situation may not just be based off how somebody communicates something, how somebody says something. You may have to start diving into what space they were even in from an emotional well-being to even express themselves in a certain way, and that's going to help you be able to gain awareness of this Pisces energy this season. All right, this could be a very social time for Geminis. Can be a very social time, so stay on top of your time management, because this could be a time for you Geminis, that so many things going on with relating to others, because you're dealing with the relating, you're dealing with air energy, period. So you're really dealing with relationships and communication. But then we in Pisces energy, so we're also dealing with situations that may deal with more connection and understanding with others, relating our creativity with others, all right? Overall connecting to others. So you also dealing with squares, having to learn how to manage, decipher your logic and understanding and emotion when communicating with others. Maybe a lot of opportunities to do this, so that's why y'all got to be on top of time management, so the things that y'all want to dive into personally are not distracted based off some of the things that you're up in the wind about. Ready, air signs. I'm an air sign. I already know the vibes. We could be all over the place at times. Can be seen as impulsive with your expression and crave to connect with others. So you guys, once again, Mercury being on gold is, analyzing, observing everything especially during a conversation or its environment or what's its around. That's the mind of a Gemini. But since we in a state of being more understanding and compassionate and considering the subconscious of others during Pisces season, this is going to play out an energy where the way you react to things or the way that you act on things, if it's just based off a strategy or how you think about things or the detail about things, you're going to create a lot of situations where you come off impulsive. You come off like you're not, taking your time with things. You come off as like you don't know what you're doing at times. All right. So, patience during this season helps a whole lot as well, Gemini. Cancers, all right, cardinal water, ruled by the moon, all right, the initiator and leader of the water signs, the initiator of the vibe, all right. And when we talk about moon, being ruled by the moon, we know the moon deals with responding. So when we look at Cancers, the way the sun in Pisces is hitting y'all is in a trine. All right, hitting y'all in a trine angle, 120-degree angle. And this creates opportunities to connect your creativity and your imagination. So, Cancers, you guys are dealing with more so your private energies. All right. Cancers could be to themselves a lot. You feel me? The crab protecting its own internal energies. Being real selective about who they connect to, who they relate to, who they let in their private space or whatnot. Real conscious about who they connect their creativity to, how they do it. Yes, Cancers just don't even do that all willy-nilly. Like, Cancer is very strategical, even how they put their art out, how they put something that they creatively developed out, how they expose that, relate that to them comes with a lot of thought to that. So this season is with the sun in Pisces is opening up the crab a little bit more. It's opening up the Cancer to want to get more and swim a little bit more, aka relate, connect your creativity some more. Things that you guys been creatively working on. Y'all want that to see some more light right now. Y'all probably want to get in the stage. You're gonna want to catch the influence to want to relate these energies way more during this season, and it's gonna derive from a lot of opportunities being presented to do these things just by default. All right. Whether somebody know you creatively into something or not, might mention something, you might realize it might be an opportunity for you to go sign up for this show or sign up for this competition, for that, this, that, and the third. Dealing with your creativity, dealing with some of your personal endeavors. And it's also by default, you being a water sign is going to be opportunities for emotional and mental clarity. All right. So a lot of things that may have been causing frustrations with the emotions, connecting the emotions, frustrations with distractions around your personal space. When Cancers are in environments where their personal space isn't respected, where their private space is smothered, clogged, and they have to be in that environment, whatnot. That could be hell for a Cancer. So right now, y'all gonna be provided with opportunities how to gain some peace in some of these environments, or gain some peace of mind with how you deal with your private energies as well. All right, whether that's mending things, dealing with others that you've connected to, people that you've let in your private space, people, places, and things that you're emotionally connected to. All these situations, if you've been frustrated with it, is gonna be some clarity with these things. All right, Cancer. Now, Leos, fixed fire, ruled by the sun. All right. So this is being fixed on the ways that you express yourself, especially in a creative way. The sun dealing with creativity, the sun dealing with awareness, the light, expression. All right. So this is what the Leo energy is dealing with. You know, finding ways to stimulate others or express how they think and feel about things from their expression. So when we look at this angle during Pisces season, this is what is an in conjunction angle. All right, so in conjunctions could cause little slight stresses and little clashes and frustrations at times. It's almost an opposite angle. It could come out as played out as the energy that you deal with a misunderstanding a lot of the time. So during this Pisces season, Leos, you guys are gonna have deal with way more situations to understand how and who you are connecting to. Okay, you know, Leos is one sign that I want to say you have to be real wise about who they be around, who they have in their circle. The sun could just gravitate and attract a lot, so sometimes you may not know the intentions around who you're surrounded by, and especially sometimes a Leo could allow the image or popularity or how somebody else is known or being seen or deal with their expression to kind of blur who they really are at times, you know. So the sun has to be able to have that judgment call, and during this Pisces season you're gonna be able to see these things some more, Leo. See, you know, who may be some vultures in your circle during this season, and you're gonna be able to see these things, especially by understanding that, you know, you be creatively connecting with somebody or in any type of form or shape or form dealing with connection, Leos. You're gonna realize during Pisces season who be reciprocating that or who really be aligned with with the things you creatively into, and also being able to understand, not to dive too much into how people react to how you express things. All right, we being considerate of other people's uh, how other people deal with their creativity, how other people deal with their emotions, or where they coming from, or the vibrations that they in. So when we're looking at Pisces season, Leo, the way you express yourself, sometimes you can try to kind of foresee how you feel like somebody's going to react to your form of expression. So don't dive too much into that, to assuming energies, because that could lead into some of these in conjunction clashes here. All right, don't overthink things dealing with how you expressed yourself to others if it came off wrong or whatnot. Don't think too much of that. Dealing with worrying energy in this type of way as well. All right, and yeah, when it comes to how people react to us, your forms of expression, you know, you connecting to somebody, you dating somebody, and you did something for that, and you thought it was gonna put them in this mood because they was having a bad day or something, but that ain't light them up. Now it's starting to become a Leo competition to yourself, trying to see what you can do to light them up instead of just, you know, being there, whatever, and letting them deal with that emotion and being, you feel me? Sometimes you create that little self competition about how you being seen and things, even when you know it ain't about you. All right, so that's where the little clashes could come out right now. But shit, two things Leos and Pisces have in common is that Neptune influence. All right, we have a portion of Leo. We could say that Neptune hits his exaltation point somewhere around Cancer and Leo. All right, and your creative essence. This is why I'm saying it's very important to understand who you around, because the opportunities to resonate with people that's into what you into what you're trying to build into your forms of how you see things, that could opportunities could get blocked by having certain people in your circle who ain't really aligned into what you align to, Leos, and you'll be able to see that during Pisces season. Okay, now my Virgos, learning, well, first of all, mutable Earth ruled by Mercury. All right, so this is being changeable and adaptable, that mutable energy towards how you deal with practicality, how you deal with stability, deal with forms of building and security and organization in this lifetime. All right. So this is why Virgos, not only are they gonna criticize and proofread the fuck out of what they're doing in their personal life, they know how to criticize and proofread others and to add on onto what they're doing. The master researchers, they gonna find some shit out. When you talk about a Virgo gonna find some shit out. All right. So, but we know we dealing with that Mercury energy, which is a debilitation right now at the moment during Pisces season. Okay. And all earth signs is dealing with reality. All right, earth dealing with reality. So this is the opposite spectrum here. So we got Pisces mutable water dealing with our imagination, how we connect to the conscious collective, how we tap into our creative source, our intuition, our belief, then we got mutable earth, all right? How we're changeable and adaptable towards being stable, towards how we deal with reality, making the right decisions, dealing with making common sense, all right? So Virgos, right now you dealing with your opposite energy right now. So this is learning to utilize more faith and belief in your reality. This is going to be a time to get some weight off your shoulders and either release and exhale based off of putting yourself in a space of allowing some of your situations that you may be over strategizing to flow right now. For you to roll with the experiences and what you've already been learning about the situations and not feel like you have to kill yourself in order to find a solution for these things. Pisces deal with letting things flow and letting things play out because it's dealing with that 12th house energy. So this is what you guys, it's what you learn from Pisces. All right. Pisces got to learn how to stabilize their creativity, their thoughts, all right, and connect more to reality. That's what they learn from you. But right now it's Pisces season, okay? So you got to learn to deal with more faith, belief when it comes to your creativity, when it comes to connecting to others, when it comes to certain circumstances in your life dealing with reality, all right? It's easy to come off opposite at the moment, and trusting your intuition right now is key, Virgo. Rolling with your gut instinct and your intuition about things and letting things play out. This is very key at the moment in every facet of life, whether career, your relationships at the moment. And when it comes into your creativity, Virgo, you would really surprise and shock yourself dealing with any form of self-expression when it comes to something that you creatively into. If you haven't had experiences leading up to this moment, now that we're in Pisces season, you being opposite in that type of shape or form, aka, not letting reality consume you, but making sure you're tapping into your creative attributes or your ways of creatively expressing yourself or something that you creatively into, you're gonna realize how much uh if you get if you like you're an artist or it's you anything you working on a side business which is a creative project for you at the same time, anything that you guys are into that you want to connect to the collective, this is a time right now where you can find some true balance between your imagination and reality, experiencing or experimenting more with these things. All right, Virgo, but definitely being able to let things flow so you take some weight off your shoulders during Pisces season as we all reflect on our year. All right. Now, Libras. All right, Libras, cardinal air, ruled by Venus. All right, so this is creating and initiating a new way of thinking, a new subject. All right, a new way of dealing with relationships. All right, the judge. All right, able to understand what's balanced and what's things working in harmony. All right, so it's my Libras always playing out mediators and all that. But when we look at Libras, all right, this is an in conjunction. So, once again, the in conjunction plays out little minor stresses, frustrations, all right, little minor clashes is almost the opposite. So, you got to learn to align the energies, could create misunderstandings. And when we look at Libras, you guys are going to have to understand how to connect, excuse me, learning not to place too much logic on genuine connection with others and valuing the moment. All right. So it's cardinal air. Libras, a lot of the times when you're relating to others or dealing with connecting to others, you can look at what's going on in the relationship and try to analyze and observe so much in the relationship and kind of logically try to have a step ahead at times in order to make sure that things are balanced. But you're cardinal, so you want to be the leader. Cardinal signs want to will in. They want to initiate. So at the same time, this you being in a logical state of your relationships, how you connect to others, make you feel like you have the upper hand on how you can navigate a relationship. So you want to make sure you're not diving too much with the person you're connecting to, the people that you're surrounding with yourself with, or what you're personally into or whatnot, that you're not diving so much into how you're intellectualizing it, but especially dealing with connecting to others, especially in your relationships right now, and the people that you're connecting to. Don't dive into too much of an energy trying to think about situations and learn to let it flow, especially when you dealing with a genuine connection with somebody. All right. Yeah, Libra is the relationship sign, but it's air. Yeah, Libra's ruled by Venus, but it's air. So air is dealing with the mind. Air is dealing with communication. So they'll have the ability to articulate and push out and perceive things from the Venetian influence. But diving into emotion and truly feeling, that ain't a Libra thing. That ain't an air sign thing. So when we look at Pisces season, being able to embrace genuine connection, being able to dive into your creative endeavors and have more faith and belief in these things instead of so much being in the head about these things, about this Libra, especially when it comes, you rule by Venus, so you're definitely dealing with your creative attributes and whatnot. So this is what you want to make sure that you dealing with this season, not being so much in the head with these things. All right. I put can't just articulate it, gotta be it. Can't just articulate it, gotta be it. All right, Libras. So I say that because we're dealing with the influence of having Venus energy. So you're relatable in that sense when we talk about Pisces. Y'all both dealing with your value system. Y'all both dealing with creativity, love, appreciation, relationships in some type of shape or form, connecting. All right. But right now in your relationships, people want y'all to be the example of the connection. All right. Instead of just expressing certain things or just trying to find the words to express certain things or whatnot. Truly embrace the connection. So this is what we dealing with this Pisces season, Libras. Now my Scorpios, this is a trine. This is a trine. So we got a 120-degree angle that creates opportunities by default. So when we look at Scorpios, fixed water, ruled by Pluto, ruled by Mars, ruled by Mars, co-ruled by Pluto. So when we look at these energies, Scorpios are dealing with deep passion, and they're dealing with finding different ways to cultivate their emotion to connect to others, or to cultivate through their passions, cultivate through what they're creatively into. All right, Scorpio is a very creative sign, and when we look at Pisces season, all right, dealing with the water energy. All right, once again, we know that Scorpio energy. We said it's a heavy, deep current. It's the water at the end, at the deep end. All right, you can't really see down there. You need a submarine down there. That's that Scorpio water. So this season is gonna provide opportunities to maintain an optimistic outlook on your passions and your transformations. So not only are you going to be seeing the broad and optimistic outlook on how to deal with things that you've been transformed by recently, Scorpio, all right, or things that you're trying to transform, you also going to be able to come up. You're going to come up a little bit. You're going to see opportunities to want to come up higher in the water, not be so deep right now. AKA be able to connect things that you're passionately involved in, or things that you're creatively into the collective, and it's gonna be by default because it's not easy for me to deal with my emotions. Yeah, I already understand. I'm on the Libra Scorpio cusp, so the way I communicate or I try to think about my emotion a lot of the time could be the way I release and communicate my shit be in extremes. All right, so and I already have heavy Scorpio energy, so yeah, the way we have to work on bringing that shit up sometimes, that should be tough. That shit is tough being in that heavy current. But it's Pisces season, so we're seeing the light a little bit up down there in the current. We've seen people diving into their creative attributes a little bit. We've been down here passionate, working on certain things. So it's like, okay, let me swim up there a little bit. So Scorpio's gonna feel like they could come out they bag Pisces season right now, but it's gonna be provided in certain opportunities by may what be presented to you from your friends, who you're relating to, with the people that you may be working on things with, me in the career area, all right, things around your creativity and things that you personally involved in your passionate endeavors. So this is what we want to keep in mind, Scorpio, all right? And you're also gonna, also entertaining the thought of being more open with others. So you're already dealing with water energy, connecting, vibrations, emotion, but you deal with it differently than Pisces. Pisces dealing with being considerate how other people emotions. Scorpio's not gonna super bend their emotions for others for no reason. There has to be some form of substance in a relationship or in a person for a Scorpio to dive into that heavy compromising of their emotions, how they bend things. That's how you know you got a Scorpio locked in with you. You feel me? When they trying to get heavy compromising with you, too. Because that's how passionate they feel about you. Ooh. You better take care of that Scorpio after that. That's all I'm saying. Once you got a Scorpio at that point, you better take care of them after that. Because you don't want to just, you worked that hard to get them to that point. You was doing something. You was throwing some type of emotion at them. You was doing something that stimulated them like that to feel like they could feel open with you. So don't have that Scorpio feel like they were stupid for doing that. All water signs for real. All water signs for real. When you look at that movie, what's that movie with Martin Lawrence? Thin Line Between Love and Hate. Shorty at the end that almost killed his ass. That's fucking with a water sign. Fucking with a water sign's emotions. It's gonna lead to some shit like that. That was a Scorpio too. He ran down on her. He ran down on her. You feel me? She was trying to tell him from the gate. From the gate. Scorpio's going. Is they not gonna. And I'm a Libra Scorpio, so it's like Libras will entertain some shit in their head. You feel me? Libras will entertain some shit and kind of in their head know that they don't really want to do something with somebody. All right. Scorpios, they will never do that. They will never do that. They're not gonna waste their time with. They don't play games like that. When you approach them or dealing with some form of connection, intimacy, like they gonna let you know where their emotions is at through the way they express themselves. So she was letting Martin Lawrence know from the gate, like she was letting him know from the gate, like, yo, I'm sorry, I don't play these games. I see you probably play these games with these other joints, with these other women. I done experienced some things. There's some depth over here. All right, some deep emotions I'm working with, I'm cultivating. All right, I usually want to connect with some depth. You don't really look like you got depth and substance, so let's not do this. You're trying to tell him from the gate. She's trying to tell him from the gate. And you sitting, y'all seen what happened the rest of the movie. All right, so if you ain't never see that movie, Thin Line Between Love and Hate, y'all gotta check that out. And it's why you don't be here. It's why in this realm, you treat people how you want to be treated, and you will be A-OK, all right? Treat people how you want to be treated, and you'll be all right? Treat people how you want your children to be treated. Treat people how you want people to treat your parents. And Martin, he would never walked into all of that. He would never walked into all of that. But anyways, so that's what we're going to be dealing with, Scorpios, all right? Now, Sagittarius, mutable fire, ruled by who? Jupiter. So that is one thing Jupiter and Pisces got it. I mean, Sagittarius and Pisces got in common, all right? They both ruled by Jupiter, all right? Sagittarius is the masculine side, though, the push out, the expression, the light of Jupiter, all right? Pisces is the dark time, the feminine, all right? The receiver, the understanding of Jupiter. So when we look at I just made an analogy in my head. Sagittarius the preacher, Pisces the teacher. Now they both could be both, but when I think about preacher, I don't really think. I just think about a nigga. I just think about a nigga. When I hear the word preacher, that energy is. It ain't so much me connecting with y'all. It's me giving y'all niggas this light, and y'all giving me praise. I'm giving y'all niggas this awareness. I'm lighting y'all niggas up, and then y'all lifting me back up. All right, y'all giving me praise and the glory. That's preaching. Pisces is the teacher, so they want to give the gem, see how you stimulate it, understand it, connect it, see how you feel about it. But that analogy might have to stick. Sagittarius the preacher, and Pisces the teacher. That deciphers the feminine and masculine side of Jupiter. Like Sagittarius is gonna be more expressive. Sagittarius gonna play a lot of preacher-like energies, expressing what the fuck they know about something, expressing their knowledge and wisdom, expressing their outlook on something. Sagittarius gonna do that. Don't expect the Sagittarius to hold a lip, or Sagittarius to hold their opinion, or Sagittarius to hold their perspective out about something. It's the masculine side of Jupiter. So their natural energy is pushing that out. Their natural energy has to express it, and it's fire. So mutable fire is being changeable and adaptable towards how they express themselves and deal with how they see and feel about things. So this season, but this is a square. This is a square, all right? This is mutable fire. So this season, you guys will have to learn to understand your own emotion, aka feel your own goddamn emotion. Give yourself opportunity to process and dive into that feminine energy of Pisces, that feminine energy of Jupiter, all right? Dive into more of an understanding when connecting and relating your knowledge and wisdom to others. All right. I'm Mercury and Sagittarius. I can literally speak life into someone. No cap. No real talk. Mercury and Sagittarius literally speak life into somebody. Literally, easily express the optimistic way of seeing something. easily lift up the vibe of somebody. All right. And if you're a Sagittarius, if you're a Sagittarius with a Mercury and Sagittarius, you probably don't even like dealing with heavy emotion either. If you're a Sagittarius, Sagittarius don't like dealing with heavy emotion. So that Mercury gonna come up with an idea or a way of perceiving when they experience some knowledge and wisdom quick to light your ass back up. Be like, these gems don't help you. I'm gonna have to dash because you too heavy right now. You too dark. You too. Yeah, I come out the house of enlightenment. You feel me? I deal with more higher energies. You too dark right now, Scorpio. You too deep. I want you to see the light. So, but yeah, Sagittarius is going to be a time where you guys going to deal with more understanding of your emotion and experience. Be able to give yourself an opportunity to feel things out, not want to push out or enlighten and give the awareness, but give yourself a chance to be more of a student during this Pisces season, whether it's your relationship, career area of life, or how you deal with your creativity. Probably being more receptive because you are dealing with relatability and that exchange because you're mutable, you are adaptable. All right, but since it's Pisces season and this is your feminine side of Jupiter, then it's like, okay, let me play a little bit more receptive this season. All right, let me sink into more of the things I've been collecting, which we're all in a state of recollecting right now when it comes to the end of the year. All right, being in the more receiving end of Jupiter. So that's the energies y'all dealing with, Sagittarius. Now, Capricorn. All right, cardinal Earth ruled by Saturn. So this is the leader, the initiator of the Earth signs. All right, this is the blueprint. This is the beginning structure of forms of stability, of forms of what we're gonna build, of what we're gonna organize, and is ruled by Saturn, dealing with reality, structure. So, but Capricorn, this is your neighbor sign. I mean, not your neighbor sign. Excuse me. This is your sextile. All right, Capricorn sextile. So, sextiles provide the opportunity to have access to an energy. You could utilize it if you want to, all right, for what you're dealing with, for your natural energy. So, we know Capricorn dealing with business, structure, organization, all right. So, this season, you guys are going to have a whole new creative outlook on how you guys are able to build things right now. Way creative business ideas right now, or new creative ways to deal with what you're building right now, what you're working on right now, Capricorn. I'm a Capricorn moon, Capricorn rising. And yeah, you ain't never met a Cap that ain't working on something. You ain't never met a Cap, sun, moon, rising that wasn't working on something. Now, I could tell you in all three different ways how they ass may not have been working on shit at the same time. AKA Capricorn Sun working on some shit, trying to see how it could organize and structure some shit internally, but ain't get that much off the ground, but it's collecting a lot of resources and other motherfuckers to do it. Capricorn Moon just working on life. Capricorn Moon gotta just work on life because the moon debilitated here. All right. So you got a Capricorn Sun, strong knees. We climb the success. Facts. Capricorn rule that knee area. All right. So it's sturdy. It could endure a lot. But the Capricorn moon, you feel me? You got the moon in Capricorn, the moon debilitated here. So it's like these motherfuckers we just gotta work on trying to get comfortable. And that's just we gonna work on the moon is who you are. The moon is who you are. So the sign that your moon is in, understand that's who the fuck you are. Your aspects hitting your moon, sextiles, trines with other planets. Well, the conjunctions. Let's say the conjunctions. The conjunctions with your moon. This who you is. Like this your energy. This is like you don't have to act it. Like this is who you are. Like you are the example of how to process that energy. You feel me? So when we look at Capricorn, yeah, when the moon is in Capricorn, that's a good movie. When the moon is in Capricorn, you just like you internally sturdy, but it could be internally too cold. You too comfortable with being uncomfortable. All right? It could come off Capricorn moon, come off real nonchalant because the mind is always trying to process what makes sense. How to get from point A to B. How to build some stability in life. Because life could be just up and down when it comes to trying to get uncomfortable. We're trying to deal with, you ain't gonna have ain't gonna be dealing with emotion here neither. You feel me? A lot of things can make a Capricorn moon more sturdy internally and cold based off what they experience. And the Capricorn rising, you feel me? Their personal outlook is I gotta build in this lifetime. The way they personally express themselves come off structured, resilient. All right? So we're gonna have more opportunities to have a do things creatively, more creatively within the work environment, within the career space, or what we working on, period, or how we deal with our creative energies. Um, being more open to new ways of organizing and stability. All right, and this is gonna be a season, Capricorn, where because we know you're already a sign is Earth here, ruled by Saturn. So Saturn don't deal with anything that it can't use or it can't build. And take that to your relationships. You don't date Capricorns, Aquarius don't date people that feel like they're not stable. And we could take that into any way you want to. If a Capricorn Aquarius, a Capricorn can play out as a foundation for somebody that may be emotionally unstable, because the Capricorn provides that sturdiness, that foundation, especially for water signs. That's why Earth and water signs click, because Earth signs come off as the foundation, as something stable for the water to lay the vibe on, to lay its essence on, like a shore, like water in the wave in the beach. But it's like the Capricorns, Aquarius with that Saturn element, they need to see that you like mentally sturdy, that they understand people could deal with their emotions and whatnot, but it's just everything could be real hard with a Capricorn. Could be real. You feel me? So it's like when you're just looking like you're all loose and you ain't got no form of security or stability to yourself and you all willy nilly, is like, all right, Capricorn's like, all right, man. It could be cold to that situation. It could be detached to that situation. It don't know how to react to that situation. Why? Because the moon is debilitated in Capricorn. So dealing with the emotion and reacting, Capricorn might not respond to your text. Like, it's not because they was trying to violate. They literally probably didn't know how to respond to that shit. You threw too much emotion. You just text them two big ass paragraphs of some shit with mad emotion in it. They scrolling through, they just see mad crying emojis, and they're like, I don't know how to. Like, the only way I could react and respond to this is what makes sense, and obviously what makes sense is ain't what you're trying to hear right now. So that's like the Capricorn energy right now. But because we in Pisces season, you guys are gonna have opportunities to break that barrier a little bit more right now, to open up and connect some more right now. Sturdy Capricorn, all right, reserved Capricorn, hard to react Capricorn. There's gonna be opportunities to open up. Okay. Good grief, I got many planets to Capricorn. So you probably part of the Neptune, Uranus, Capricorn generation. You feel me? But yeah, those energies you're dealing with. Now, Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, fixed air, ruled by Saturn, co-ruled by Uranus. When we looking at this energy, oh, let me see that last comment. I hate YouTube live, live stream on your phone. Like, I don't know why the comments don't stay. Oh my God, I'm glad you still on. My grandma called me. Chachi. So, I got Mars in me. Somebody said they got Mars, Venus, Jupiter, and Aquarius. Oh, Mars, Venus, Jupiter, and Aquarius. So, goddamn. Yo, the two planets that we use to channel our feelings and to receive feelings, besides the moon, you got them in Aquarius. Mars and Venus. They both deal with feelings. So the way you look at feelings is like, the way you look at passions is like, okay, what's the best motherfucking strategy in the world for this shit? The way you look at your relationships is, all right, how do we make this work without my emotions getting too heavy into this shit? I like this person, but can we just keep it at that? Do we have to deal with all that connection of the emotions shit? But can I just think of an idea to make sure this shit just keeps rolling and stays fixated without us going through up and downs of emotions? So that's what you're dealing with, your Mars and your Venus, all right? But very strategical when you get into your passions, though. Very strategical when you get into your passions, all right? Know how to associate yourself with people with your passions. And you got Jupiter in Aquarius, so it's your Jupiter return. You feel me? I believe that's what you said. Yeah, so you got Jupiter in Aquarius, so it's your Jupiter return right now. So a lot of your knowledge and wisdom about how you connect with others, A lot of your knowledge and wisdom about the people you've associated yourself with, all right, in the past 12 years, past 12, 13 years, all them energies, you have a whole new awakened conscious of how you deal with the collective, of how you should be associating yourself with people, of how you should be relating yourself with people who align with what you creatively into, of how you should be detached from certain people you've been around and been connecting to or trying to work on things with. You dealing with since end of December, since 2021, you've been dealing with a whole new awareness about them energies. All right, and Jupiter wants you to apply that knowledge and wisdom. So Aquarius, fixed air ruled by Saturn. All right, having a fixed way of communicating and associating themselves with others in a realistic way, dealing with associations, organizations, dealing with connecting into the public environment. All right, dealing with community. And when we look at it being Pisces season, next door sign, sun just came out, your energy is in Pisces next door. So this season you're gonna be seeing new ways, all right? Seeing the other side, you're gonna be seeing new ways to your forms of communication. Hold on, y'all. Yo, yo, yo. All right, can you give me 2 minutes? All right. So when we look at Aquariuses, you guys are going to be seeing a new side to the ways that you guys are going to be able to deal with communicating to others. A more creative way of dealing with communicating and relating to others. A more creative way of dealing with your associations and the people that you're working on things with. A new creative way to express yourself, all right? Or new ways to connect what you're creatively into the external realm and how you deal with the public environment this season. Aquariuses, with these type of alignments, with Jupiter being in Aquarius and us being in a Jupiter ruled season, the ruler being in your sign, you're going to have the ability to always be having the upper hand and seeing the wiser thing to do, the more positive thing to do at the moment during this Pisces season, just with this alignment. All right. And you're going to be able to make a lot of realizations about things with your relationships right now as well during Pisces season. All right, Aquariuses. So you, like I was talking about how you're sturdy with the emotion, though, this is also going to be a time where you got to understand how to connect with others on a deeper level or on a more intimate level. Once again, being more understanding of where people are coming from as well, instead of not being so much in the head or trying to intellectualize things as well. All right. So this is what we want to deal with, Aquarius. And then my Pisces. Happy birthday, Pisces. Happy solar return, Pisces. All right, it's y'all time to shine. You feel me? The sun is in y'all constellation. It's y'all time to turn up. It's y'all time to be who y'all are, and to continue to show the world who you are. All right. The things that y'all creatively into, the things that y'all want to express into the world, the things that y'all want to gain more traction on, the things y'all want to gain more of a light on, Pisces, this is the time to shoot. This is the time to let the world, you the example of how we need to be dealing with our creativity. You a natural example of how we be dealing with how we need to connect to our imagination and our subconscious. You the natural example of these energies. All right, so you're going to be provided a lot of opportunities to get from point A to B with how you deal with your creative endeavors, your personal pursuits, things that y'all working on right now, Pisces. How you're able to get more of the things you subconsciously into aligned into reality, because we know that's an everyday battle for a Pisces. Naturally, one of the most spiritually inclined signs in the zodiac. So connecting with the shit that you're naturally into reality, that be the struggle a lot of the times. Tapping into the creativity ain't the hard part. Dealing with the belief in the faith, all right, and subconscious energies, that ain't the hard part. But when we get into reality and deal with structuring things more into, all right, into reality, all right, into things we can touch, into things we can point at, all right, This is where the work comes in. So it's going to be way more new optimistic upgrades in how you're able to perceive these things as well, how you're able to connect your creativity, all right, into the reality. Also with how you're dealing with your relationships right now, Pisces, you're going to have the upper hand in your relationships right now, because the way y'all deal with making other people have to humble their motherfucking appearance and their vessel and truly be transparent with their emotions. We all have to do that right now. So in y'all relationships, y'all gonna have the upper hand spiritually. Y'all not gonna even be realizing, but y'all gonna be naturally have the upper hand of breaking down y'all partners if they being ignorant or stubborn to how y'all relating. You just trying to connect. Pisces moon, y'all just trying to connect. It's like, yo, you arguing about this and that. I'm just trying to connect. Like, that's all I'm trying to do. You feel me? Like, monetizing the creativity is like the hard part. You're right. Right. So, that's what y'all can learn from Virgos, but I mean, that's a whole nother whatever. But this is what we dealing with this season, Pisces, all right? You the natural example, and let your light shine. Don't be having nobody put y'all down this season, all right? Don't be having y'all don't nobody anybody trying to like, because ain't nobody could really put y'all down for real. This is y'all season, but for the most part, people see y'all light, pick up off y'all light, pick up on that belief and that faith, and see how you're able to perceive, your reality from such a subconscious energy in such a lively way, in such an optimistic way, in a spiritual way. And people, you attract some demons, attract some haters. All right. So don't be letting nobody tap you into them type of energies, take you out your space, take you out your game right now. All right, Pisces. Continue to take things one day at a time, especially dealing with the things you creatively into, what you're working on in your relationships. But the whole world is looking at you as an example of how we dealing with compassion, how we're cultivating our creativity and our imagination, and how we dealing with belief and faith, y'all. All right. So this is why I'm mad I was taking forever in the previous video instead of getting straight into the energies, because I want to go through all the houses, but I'm going to make sure I either go live. What's tomorrow? Sunday? No, excuse me. I'm going to make sure I either go live because y'all know I dropped the boroscope transits on Sunday, so for the week. So I think I'm going to do a video. For the houses, get that up by the afternoon, by the morning, possibly tonight. I might just knock it out right now, right after, because I gotta handle something, and I might just knock it out right after that. Or, you feel me? I'm thinking about going live every Sunday evening now, going over the energies for the week. All right. I just know I be so I just be wanting to make the videos, get the energies out real quick. But sometimes going live is more convenient when you can stay on task, all right? Because I just be really wanting to get these energies out. So, family, y'all already know what it is. Happy birthday to the Pisces once again. And family, learn to flow more this season. Learn to flow more this season. You are a spirit and a body. And when we get into this body, everything starts getting condensed, concrete, turned into boxes, turned into forms and shapes. And we're also here to create things and show how we could take our creativity and our insights and our vision and make it something in reality. But at the same time, we allow reality to make us too fucking boxed up, too fucking square. All right. And Pisces season is helping us replenish our souls by tapping more so in our subconscious and our dreams. All right. And picking up the faith and belief factor, which we're going to dive more into when I talk about sun transiting the houses, because that's going to be the area of life that you need to deal with more faith and belief, that you need to push out your creativity some more. All right. That you need to learn how to connect to the collective with the gifts that you have. All right, y'all. So y'all already know what it is, family. Until next time, see ya.